Ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. Welcome back to your little lady's favorite YouTube channel. Probably not after today, probably not after the comments we're going to have to say about the performance that Juventus gave today. Drawing with Venezia, 1-1 in Venice, in just an absolute, I don't know exactly the best way to put it, to be honest. I don't know if you want to say a horrifying fashion, but overall just a pathetic performance. Once again, if you're a fan of Juventus or if you're hopeful for the future, God help us. With me is Aleandro and let me know your thoughts on today's game, sir.
So I want an apology from everybody who called me out in the chat, saying I was negative, saying I needed to be happy for the first place and forget about all the rest, which I didn't, because I knew what was going to happen. We all knew what was going to happen. Only, I don't know, like, only fans who claim, oh, you're not a fan if you call this out, said we should just be happy and take it for what it was. First place, great. And the next round, you're out and the season is over. It's over. And the season is done. Like, if you cannot beat Venezia away from home when you're 7 points behind fourth place, it's done. It's done. So at this point, like, I don't care anymore. Like, I'm gonna say, like, we're not getting top 4. I don't want a Europa League. I don't want Conference League. I don't want any players in January, because who you're gonna buy, you're not gonna. That's not gonna help to make top 4. And in January, you're not gonna buy players. That's gone. Like, you know what players you're gonna get in January. Like, you're not gonna get Vlahovic, those type of players. It's not happening. So you're just going to panic buy for already failed season. It's failed. It's done. So it's pointless. Just finish the season, and that's it. Because this team is awful. Again, not only the players today. We played a good first half. We should be up 2-0, 3-0 maybe. But we know what the problem is. Then the second half, we came out defending against Venezia, who didn't even touch the ball in the first half. So that's on Allegri. Going away from Allegri, you can bring in whoever you want. It's the same players for 3 seasons now. The same, I will call it dead players. Just awful footballers. Rabiot, Betancourt, Bernardeschi, just awful footballers. Like, not even good enough to stay on the bench, because they have no positive impact. They have a negative impact on the team. They have a positive impact for opponents. It's just embarrassing. The way some of these players perform and keep performing, it's just, I cannot believe that. It's shocking. Like, somebody... So first, again, even if you, because this is the point, people say, oh, but you still can keep these players for 2-3 million euros as squad players. No, you can't. They're not good enough. Like, they're not even good enough. Like, you can see it, because you need squad players during a season, and this is what you're gonna get. These are your squad players. They're not good enough. It's just embarrassing. Like, in the second half, we created absolutely nothing once again.
Yeah, you just can't continue to pour money. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be more than likely. I don't know exactly where they are on the table right now, but I would imagine probably going back to City B after the season, with the way that I've seen them perform most of the season. And then also, and then we hear all the nonsense. I feel like it was almost excuse making prior to the match about the narrowness of the pitch and stuff like that. And just a little, like, to me, it was like prepping for this to happen, prepping to have an excuse to have it out for the performances you're going to get today. And honestly, it's a lack of, I don't know exactly, there's a lot that you can say when it comes to the players and they're not being good enough in their performances. But a lot of this goes on the coach, to me. A lot of this has to go on Allegri. I'm not seeing. There was one match. I can't even remember what match it was. It was a few matches ago. I have amnesia at this point when it comes to it, where I saw a little bit of a develop. Well, actually, it was a couple matches in a row where they played in the. They changed the system up a little bit. The players were playing a little bit better.
Game,
yeah. Again, obviously, it was Salernitana and okay. Now we can recognize that those matches were what those matches were. You're playing against the worst of the worst. Playing in a way more comfortable system. Or when I say system, I just mean you're playing against not anybody that's good. But then now you're laying an egg. You're doing the exact same thing that you did against Malmo. It's frustrating. Okay, sorry. What I was mainly trying to get to, I'm a little scatterbrained right now when it comes to this, is how much of this is on the coach rather than on the players. Where do you put that in your line of thinking between the two?
It's 75% at the moment.
Yeah.
It's 75% on the coach. Like, this is on the coach. Like, for most part. Like, players are the players, but we shouldn't be in this position even with this squad. Like, we know they're not good enough.
Yeah.
We have a better squad than Fiorentina. We have a better squad than Roma, Lazio, even Atalanta. We have a better squad than Atalanta. We have a better squad than, like, we drop points against Verona, Sassuolo, Empoli, Venezia. That's not normal. Like, we have better squads, so it's on the coach.
Yep.
A big portion of it goes on the coach. Then the players have also, how you want to call it, part of the blame.
Mm-hmm.
And then go back to the players who keep playing and are not good enough. That's back to the coach, because the players don't pick themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you need a goal. You take off Locatelli. You bring on Keane and you keep Bernardeschi on that pitch. Like, he's not gonna help you. He isn't. And you like, I don't get that. I don't get the substitutions. Like, Sule, like I said it. I was watching the game. It's like, the season is over. What are you waiting for? Like, it's done.
Yeah.
Like, just bring the kid. Like, he gives him 4 or 5 minutes. That's it. And he took a shot in the last minute, and that's it. We will never see him again on the relay.
Oh, that's what I missed out. I wanted to do it in the lead into the show to say, though Juventus, drop points, whatever, fans can be happy, though, because Sule got more than, 5 seconds to play this game.
But we're not going to see him anytime soon, because he took a shot in the last seconds, and I was fine by that, because I couldn't take one missed cross once again.
Yeah.
He took a shot, and that's it. We will never see Sule this year again.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many aspects of this that you could really hammer home of what's wrong with this team. But yeah, that's the most frustrating part to me, though, is when I'm looking at the squad and the way that they're playing. You look at every other team in Serie A, and outside of the top, right now, you're looking at top 4 or 5. Juventus should have the better squad. Overall, there's no excuse. You should be able to technically, and this is what I feel like they're kind of doing. Technically, you should be able to roll the ball out there and beat these teams. You should be able to beat these teams with much lesser players. But what they're doing instead is it literally feels to me like there's no aim, there's no purpose, there's either the tactics are outdated or there's no tactics at all, and it's just go out there, see what you can do, because it's just constantly
and you can do nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the same thing. Like, it's the same thing every game. Some games we get away with it, some games we don't. And today we didn't get away with it. It's that simple. Simple.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, as much as people say we've been negative for a good reason, especially as of late. I guess where do I the question? It's a very generic question, but where do we go from here? Like, what's the new goal? I mean, the goal still should be top 4. Probably.
No, it's not the goal.
I mean, it should be, but it's not. I mean, it's not. It's not attainable.
Like, let's not kid ourselves. Like, he shouldn't go up to the team and say we're playing for top 4, because the players, they will laugh. They know they're awful. They're not making top 4, and that's why I said I don't want Europa League. And people call me out. I don't want Europa League. I don't want to play on a Thursday night, on shit hours, on shit pitches. Wow, we just need to focus on Serie A next season, because next season is gonna be, the squad is not gonna be massively better. So Europa League is just hindering us even more. I don't want that. It's pointless.
I guess here's my question. What would have been? This is maybe a little hot take. This is kind of a take question. But what would have been the better move over the summer? Retaining Pirlo or bringing in Allegri, or option C, getting somebody else, a new younger coach?
No, they're not going to sack him.
No. I'm talking about last summer. I know they're not going to sack Allegri. But I'm saying,
I think we should have. Like, Pirlo should have never gotten the job, and he should be like, he made the day. Like, we made Champions League because Napoli messed up. That's it.
Yeah.
That's why we made Champions League. It's the same situation. Even this season is just worse, because we lost Ronaldo. He has 30+ goals. He's gone. We have so many injuries. Like, it just got worse. It's worse. We will be in the same situation. I'm adamant about that. Yeah. I am, because it wasn't good. I think because this is bad. People want to forget how last season was. Last season was bad. Like, we just we stuck in for it a bit longer, and Napoli messed up at the end. They dropped so many points, it was insane.
Yeah.
Like, we were dropping points, and they decided to drop points with us for some reason. So we got very lucky this season. We're not getting lucky.
No. Well, all right.
And you can bring in a top coach. You have the same players. Like, they will have the same difficulties at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, I agree. I was trying to think here, like, in my mind, is what Allegri's doing that antiquated? And maybe it is, but also maybe Pirlo still wasn't up to the challenge either. Trying to think what better option you have here. Because, I think of things here differently. Here in the United States, usually I feel like most coaches get about 3 years, and after that third year, you're reviewed and you're done. It seems a bit quicker, at least at Juventus. Maybe not all Serie A, but at least at Juventus, it's do something 1 year, I expect that out of you, or you're done. Kind of situation. Obviously, it's not going to be the same with Allegri. It's difficult to really tell which one's the better option, honestly. Anyway, as it stands right now, let's just go ahead and we're going to have to do this. Who was your MVP of the game, and who was your least valuable player of the game? You have to name somebody.
So the least valuable player is Allegri. Yes, like he handed away, like he gave away the game today. He did.
Yeah.
And the most valuable player, I don't know. Maybe Pellegrini.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, it was awful, just all around. It was not good enough. I would say Pellegrini, probably. That's it.
Yeah.
That was the only kind of light spark or something. Someone who wanted to play that game. Although at the Lake, I think the Lake played a rock solid game. He couldn't have done anything but the goal. Mm-hmm. He was solid. Other than that, food.
Yeah, I do want to give him a little bit of positive, at least some praise, I guess you could say, for Pellegrini. He at least shows some passion when he goes out there and actually does want to play. Compared to a lot of these guys who, regardless of what's causing, you have Morata and all of his situations. You have, Rabio Mendiker, who are just trash, and then you have, the defense is doing what the defense can do, and I feel like they've at least been solid enough. It's up to the attack, who's really struggling right now to create anything. I saw prior to this match, I saw so many people putting out predictions, and their predictions left and right. I think a lot of people 2-3 or 3-0, 4-0, a bunch of those, and I was like, "There's no bleeping way. There's no bleeping way they would do that. No, like a 2-0 maybe. Whatever. I didn't see a 1-1 draw, but." It is what it is, I guess, in the situation. All right, well, I guess we'll see what it kind of ends this on a dull note, just because we were looking at this the December month as an opportunity to really, quote-unquote, stockpile some points for Juventus, to really try to gain some ground, and instead they've hamstrung themselves once again. And, like you said, I guess the only way to really describe it is your competitive season is over. As it stands right now, unless a miracle by these other teams and they just start flummoxing.
It's over. Even if Atalanta drop points, we will drop points. Like, we've seen it. How many times have we been here?
Yeah.
Like, Atalanta can play Verona tomorrow. They can lose.
Mm-hmm.
We can go to 6 points. The season is still over. Because we cannot beat Venezia away from home. Like, we will go away to Bologna in the week. We will not win. And we will beat Cagliari on the last day. And then we start again against Napoli. We probably will beat Napoli for some reason.
Yeah.
Go away to, I don't know, name it. Name a random team in the city. We will go away to Sampdoria. We will drop points. That's what we do. Like, it's not gonna happen this season. Like, it's really not gonna happen this season.
I guess
impossible.
Here's my question: is Allegri capable of developing a team? Be it not this season, be it next season, be it 3 seasons in. Is he able of putting together a plan and developing? Yeah.
At the moment, I say no, because he keeps making the same mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he keeps holding on to players that you shouldn't hold on to.
Yeah.
That's that. And develop players, like develop a squad, like just build a new squad. That I cannot say after he only got Locatelli. Like, it's impossible to say.
Yeah.
We need to see, but at the moment he needs to take a lot of the blame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is a good point. That is something I did want to say real quick before we wrap this up. But just really, we went into this, Mercado, and I understand all the situations that go along with Juventus, their money problems, whatever have you. But at the same time, we were kind of led to believe, or maybe I felt like it, at least, and Allegri was led to believe, this is your squad. You're getting the power to get and bring in the pieces that you need. And instead, it was like, hey, you're here. We're just getting this one guy. Good luck. Good luck. Best of luck to you. So I don't know. I'll be interested to see if he ends up adding anybody else. If the January Mercado really can do anything, because I don't foresee anything coming in or anything worthwhile. Players coming in, but maybe Allegri gets some lesser known guy or something. But I'm doubtful at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Anyway, any final thoughts before we go? Obviously, we'll have other content coming out for you guys later today.
No, I want an apologies.
Yes.
There were like 3-4 persons in the chat saying I was negative.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you at? And I don't want to say I'm told you so. I just want to know why you are so positive.
Yeah.
Because we have seen against Malmo that it wasn't positive.
Yeah.
Like, great, we made the top of the group. Great, fantastic. We're not winning the Champions League. So, besides the money thing, it's not going to help me as a fan. It isn't.
Yep.
I knew this was coming.
Yep. Well, everybody with your negative comments about Aleandro, leave them in the comment section down below. Your apologies, at least, not more negative comments. And then also you can reach Aleandro at AleandroBZ on Twitter to send those apologies, as well as, of course, the regular Bianconeri Zone channel. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Did you give a most? Oh, you said Luca Pellegrini. Okay, I was like, did he even say somebody good? Yeah. Okay, we tried, guys. Is Juventus in shambles right now? It appears so. We'll see if anything can be salvaged throughout the rest of the season. Stay tuned with us the rest of the way. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, also hit the bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. Follow us on all of our social media. It's down in the description down below, as also the graphic that's been going the entire time. But otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri.